I am a second generation farmer. My parents started this farm in 1962. My father started out not as a farmer but as a government economist, and he decided to be a farmer when he was in his late 20s. And they started out with sweet corn because he thought that that's what the world needed, was fresh sweet corn. The land that we are sitting on right now, they bought in 1966. I actually am somebody who has never missed a single summer on the farm. I love growing vegetables because it's the one thing that seems like will never go out of style. Everything else that's a food seems to be under some health questions, but vegetables are completely, uniquely healthy. This is the cool view. What did I do with my knife? Here we go. How hard is it to get land and start a farm? It takes more than most people have. More like 60 years ago, Fairfax County was transitioning from being dairy farms to being suburbs. That development there was the front field. And if you go further, that's the Thompson field. And if you go across the street, that's the Weissman field. And if you go over there, that's Bradley Thompson's. And so all of these are old farmers from 50 years ago or 60 years ago who rented us property all along this road, all the way to Tyson's Corner. And so when my parents bought this piece of property, there were no suburban developments around here. It was a 2-lane highway, Route 7, which is now currently a 6-lane highway. And all the old dairy farmers were sitting on their property waiting to sell it and waiting to make a lot of money. If you can believe this, the land that was sold adjacent to our property in 2008 was $500,000 an acre undeveloped. An insane amount of money to have to spend to come up with to grow vegetables. What's the solution? What the populace needs to do is say that farming is important to them and that it's just as important as parkland or other public amenities that people really enjoy living near. And this is a big step toward keeping agriculture going in a metropolitan area. Farming basically means at the end of the year, hopefully you've paid all your bills. But that doesn't mean you have any money left to start the next season unless you happen to have such a good season. CSA is a great fit for our farm. I think I have about 600 CSA members.
Happy to be here. We're so blessed, yes.
My father used to borrow $25,000 at the beginning of the season and pay it back to the bank in September. Instead of that now, we ask our customers if we can borrow that money, and they give it to us in February and willingly, and then we pay them back in vegetables through the season. They have 3 different size shares: mini, regular, and robust. If you're a mini share, you get 6, and you just come and pick out whatever 6 things you want. And if you decide you want 6 bags of tomatoes, you get 6 bags of tomatoes.
Oh my gosh, the produce is so fresher, has better flavor. And you get to pick and choose what you want to use. It is just wonderful.
When you do something the same for 20 years or 15 years or 10 years and you keep coming once a week to somebody's house every week, they're going to get to be like family.
Bye. We should have gone Spencer.
Hey guys, I'm sorry.
So the farmers market part of our business is roughly 40%. So we're very dependent on it.
We do have some spinach. It's in the back corner there.
We go to 5 markets a week for 30 weeks of the year, and one of them we go year round. 20 weeks of the year, though, we don't have a market, really. So we make as much money as we can in those 30 weeks.
So much, and there is your $1. We're happy to be back.
I think the end closest to the stand is where it's a little bit biggest now. I do not think I'm the last generation that will farm this land because I have my nephews who are how much younger than I am. They're 30 years younger than I am. And then we have Carrie, who is one of the co-owners, and she's 20 years younger than I am. This is supposed to be the size of a ping pong ball. I think the land will stay because my siblings and the next generation down have unanimously agreed that we will not sell the land. I don't think that people should be so fearful all the time about change. I think that there's opportunity all the time for change to be good. And that's why you have children. That's why you raise people to be better people. It's because you want the opportunities to come up.